Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. It depends on the way you are. So, as I told you, I'm going to start teaching you one tense when I will have that time. So that's why I'm going to share with you this first tense over there. I see you see it. This is a simple present. Normally, simple present. This is the first tense that you have to know. The first tense that you have really to study, because if you don't know this simple present, it's going to be too complicated for you to learn other tenses. So there we have a simple present. All right, simple present. In short, uh, let me give you a time. All right, let me give you a time. So make a pause, and they copy down all this stuff. Copy down. So after copying down, and they come back so that we can continue. All right, take your chair, and they copy down all this stuff. After copying down, and they come back. All right. Oh, really? Thank you so much for copying down. So there we have a simple present. So in short, what is a simple present? Shortly, simple present is the tense that we use when we are talking the action that happens right now. For example, I drink a beer. I drink a beer, which means you drink a beer right now. All right? That's what we call simple present. For example, you go to work every Monday to every Friday. I can say I go to work every Monday, or I go to work every Sunday, which means is the action that happens often on a certain time. I cook everyday beans, which means you cook everyday beans. That's what we call simple present. All right. And let me tell you something. This lesson, simple present, this is the first lesson that you have to know while you are learning English tenses. All right, there we have number one. Number one is what we call affirmative form. So please, if it is not visible for you, or scratch your camera so that you can read it very well. Number one is affirmative form. What is affirmative form? So affirmative form, you are giving information. All right. So there we have 6 verbs: to be, to do, to get, to have, to go, and to make. So this is the most important verb for me, that if you need to learn English, you have to learn this by heart, because they are going to help you. So there we have what we call subject. So what is a subject? In short, a subject are the pronoun that replaces the nouns while you are conjugating. For example, if I say I is me. For example, I teach English. Me. All right. You is the person, but one. You are my friend. You are my friend. You are my friend. All right. There we have he, she, it. He stand for male gender. For example, I am a male gender. He is my friend. He is my friend. He is my friend. So she stands for female gender. She stands for female gender. She is my girlfriend. She is my sister. All right. And it stands for everything which is not a human being. For example, it is my dog. It is my dog. It is my house. It is my house. It is my whiteboard. It is my whiteboard. All right. Are we together? So there we have we. It's a group of people, and you are among that group of people. For example, we are students, which means even you are among. We are students. Are we together? There we have you. You are my best friend. You are my best friend, which means it's not anymore one or two, because here we are in the plural. You are, which means two. You are my best friend. All right. You are my best friend. There we have they. They is a group of people which are apart. They are my friends. They are my friends. All right. I hope that you understand it very well, what we call subject, isn't it? So if I do like this one is for singular, this one is for singular, and this free here over there is for plural. All right, it's for plural. So let's first read this one. I read and you repeat after me. So please repeat after me while you are watching. All right, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Thank you. Let's repeat again. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Thank you. I see that you are a good student. Keep on repeating. All right. So let's see how we conjugate verbs, which means this technique that I'm going to show you right now is going to help you to conjugate all the verbs in simple present. If you follow this formula, it's going to be very easy for you to conjugate all the verbs in simple present. Then the first thing that you have to do, you have to take this subject and you add automatically your verb. You take this subject, you add automatically a verb. For example, here we have I, this is I am, but this verb to be is changed in this way. So that's why you see it is like this. All right, let's read it after me. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. All right, let's repeat again. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. Great, you are a good student. All right, so let's see over there. The second one is verb to do. I do, you do, he does, she does, it does. All right, we do, you do, they do. I hope that you are repeating. All right, let's keep on. I get, you get, he gets, she gets, it gets, we get, you get, they get. All right, let's see. The following one is have. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, you have, they have. Let's keep on. I go, you go, he goes, she goes, it goes, we go, you go, they go. Right? Let's continue. I make, you make, he makes, she makes, it makes, we make, you make, they make. All right, so there we are in affirmative form. If we're talking about affirmative form, which means you are giving information in general. I am a boy, he has a smartphone, all right, this is what we call affirmative form. I hope you understand this. All right, let's go. So there we have here the third part of the singular, he, she, it. All right, let's jump this one because this one we have to memorize as it is. I am, you are, he is, we are, you are, they are. All right, so but for the verbs that ends with o, like here do, you have to add as, like he does. But other verbs you have to add s, like you go here, it comes o-e-a-s. Here is has. All right, which means every verbs that will be conjugating in the simple present, you will conjugating in this way. But if you are here on the third person of the singular, you have to add as when it's ended by o, or s when it's ended by other letters. All right, I hope you understand. This is the what you have to know on the third tense. All right, this was affirmative form. So right now let's see what we call negative form. So the negative form can say I am a boy, for example. He is my girlfriend. No, I'm sorry, she is my girlfriend, he is my boyfriend, he is my teacher, she is my friend. All right, which means there you are giving information. So the negative form, you are saying that things doesn't exist, which means you are You are saying no, alright? For example, negative form. You can say, I am not an English teacher, which means I don't teach English, alright? This is what we call negative form, alright? So there we have two verbs. We have verb to be, alright? Verb to be and the verb to do. These two verbs are what we call in English auxiliary verbs, alright? Auxiliary verbs. If I say auxiliary verbs, you have to understand are the helping verbs, alright? To be and to do. So there we have negative form. So for them, you add only not. As you see here, you add only not. I am not. You are not. Or you aren't. Which means this aren't is the short form of you are not. It's the same, alright? There we have I do not. I don't. Do you see? You add only not for these two verbs, to be and to do, because are the auxiliary verbs, right? Let's jump here. They do not, because do it's auxiliary verbs, alright? They don't. Are we together? Don't, right? But let's see who you get. You need to put get in the negative form. Get not. This one doesn't exist in English. If you need to put all the remaining verbs in the negative form, you have to use verb to do. As you see here, we have I get, I don't get. So these verbs here must be in infinitive. This one must be in infinitive, or I don't get. Alright? She goes. She does not go. She doesn't go. Which means you have to use verb to do, to put in the negative form other verbs. The following example: I cook. I don't cook. He learns. He doesn't learn. You get. He doesn't get. They go. They don't go. Alright? This is the examples. Let's see here what we call interrogative form. So interrogative form, there you have to understand that you ask the question in this simple present. There we have I am I. You inverse, alright? You inverse verb to inverse. To inverse, which means to inverse, to change the subject and the verb. I am I. I am I. You are you. Do you? Do I? He does he, which means you inverse. Again, is the same rule. So there, if you need to ask the question, but the verb is not the auxiliary verbs, you have to use verb to do. As you see here, you have to use verb to do. Don't say have I. No, we say do I have. They make. Do they make, which means you take verb to do and you inverse it, and you add the infinitive of the main verb. As you see here, I have, do I have. They make, do they make. Alright, this is the good example that you have to follow. So on the last point, we're going to see rules and examples, which means there are some rules to form the phrase in the simple present. For example, you take the subject. Here we have subject. These are the subject. All right, these are the subject. Now you take the subject, you add the verb which is in the present, all right, which is in simple present. You add the complement or object. Object is another form of adding something on the verb. For example, I can give you examples over here. I can say, I love you. I love you. All right. So this sentence is full because this is a subject, this is a verb, this is object. Object is this one. All right. I can say like I love money. I love money. All right. I love money. So here, money is a compliment. Money is a compliment. All right. I hope you understand the meaning of a compliment, the meaning of object. All right. Are we together? So let's keep on. And at the end of this video, I can show you something over there. So this subject can be replaced by the nouns or the group of nouns of a person. For example, I can say he is my friend. He is my friend. All right. He is my friend. So there we have he is the subject, is a verb to be, my is a possessive pronoun, friend is a complement. All right. But I can replace here his with the noun of the person, and I can say like this: Armel is my friend. Armel is my friend, which means Armel and he is the same. All right. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the last example that you can keep on in your head, and this example is really very important. So here we have verb to respect. This is another part, verb to respect. Then if you are conjugating all the verbs in the simple present, you have it's the same. From here up here is the same. I respect, you respect. But if you arrive on the third person in singular, you have to add the s or as here, because t is not all. I added the s. Respect, we respect, you respect, they respect. Let's conjugate it again. I respect, you respect, he respects, she respects, it respects, we respect, you respect, they respect. All right. I hope that you understand very well how to conjugate all the verbs in the simple present. All right. So if you have a question, so try to ask your question in the comment, and I will be there for responding it. So in as conclusion, this lesson was about talking about simple present. I hope right now you are able to conjugate all the verbs in the simple present. So may God bless you. So let's meet again in the following video. Tell your friend to tell his friend that the English YouTube coach Rena is banning the YouTube channel. So tell them to come and join us so that we can build the biggest family of people who speak English in our beautiful country, which is Burundi. Thank you so much. See you again. Ciao, ciao.